Oh no, I keep forgetting. I always forget. Oh no, and there goes my body. Whoops. Hold on. I have to turn that on too. And then we close that so my body returns. And then one more thing I do. Floating world's fine. Like this. Yeah, perfect. I'll put you right there so I can see myself in the camera too. Turn off streamer bot. Cool. Alright. Hello. Hi everybody. Of course, silly start, I know. I was just kinda like trying to like, get the right angle and all that kind of stuff. So I'm a little I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little exhausted today, so you have to forgive me, but I still want to have a chance to like say hi to you all who came and just have a chance to be with you all for a bit. So hi Ollie, hi Hino, hi Murdoch. When you temporarily die on the inside, it's just only your closest. When you randomly temporarily die on the inside, so no one knows, only your closest friend. Ollie, I'm sorry. I'm like tired right now. It's a little hard for me to read right now. I'm trying to build myself back up, if that makes sense. But I appreciate your comment. I like them. I always like when you guys come in to say hi, or even just have comments like that. Hi Arshan. Hi 443. Hi Not Something. Bye Not Something. Are you leaving already? You just came here and now you're gone. That's fine. Well, I still appreciate seeing you, even for just a bit. Thanks for stopping by. Hi Luigi number 1. I appreciate seeing you as well. Last time I fall asleep during your stream. Hey, honestly, I gotta give it credit. I like to say that if you find opportunity to have a chance to rest because of my good voice apparently, then you know what? More power to you. I appreciate at least providing something to you if that, helped you fall asleep. So I'm pretty happy about that. We are so back. Hi Pokeboy. Welcome back. I appreciate you being here with me. How was my day? My day, I'm so tired. Like, legitimately. You all can probably hear it in my voice right now. Like, I think this stream I'll be a lot less scatterbrained. I'll be a lot more, like, focus-oriented and trying to talk with you all and just say what's up. I don't intend to stream for a long time, but I still want to have a chance to see you all and say hi again. You guys make my days a lot of times, so I want to make sure I have this chance with you all. You're staying up past your bedtime? No, no, no. You gotta go to bed. Going to bed is important. It's good for your bones, as they say somewhere. That's okay. Just happens to me a little more than I hope, or I just stop functioning. I saw it on. I need new responses. Well, I appreciate you sharing, Ollie. Nonetheless, I always appreciate you being able to come in and share your deeper, intricate thoughts with us. So, very nice, Ollie. Thank you. Hi, Danielle. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah. And I'm so sorry if I sound tired. Like, I hope at the very least I still have a pretty good chance of like communicating with you all. And honestly, like when I'm tired, like I will just talk less unless I like, I can technically hype myself up to that point. But right now I'm just gonna I'm gonna focus on chat specifically because I wanna, I really just want to see you all and just say hi, I'm gonna stay up. I don't care. I'll pretend to be asleep when my parents come in. Murdoch fan, I remember the many a times when I would be playing with my DS at the nighttime. Wait, was it DS? No, it was the Game Boy Advance. When I was playing Metroid Fusion, the many times I would just try to hide the Game Boy Advance when my mom would walk in. Oh, those are some of the best nights, I'll tell you that much. Those are great. Why the heck would you be sorry for being tired? Because I feel like the biggest issue is I feel like a streamer should have energy or something when they stream, Like not having energy and I'm just like, guys, I'm so tired, blah blah blah. I feel like it's not nice. I should be available to you guys in an actual real image. But then again, I guess technically me being sleepy and tired like this is also a real image, I just appreciate being around you all. Sometimes I feel a little nervous that maybe my the way I was thinking about it earlier was I have this great sense of paranoia kind of flowing through within me right now, and I'm just evaluating some things. But as I was doing that, it really was wearing me down and potentially even trying to live stream in the first place. So I had legitimately 5 minutes before I started live streaming, I literally had to tell myself you need to calm down, you need to focus, everything's gonna be fine. I took a couple deep breaths. I'm still looking at the stream. I'm like, oh no. But I still wanted to be there for you all. I didn't want to just give up. I want to be here and say hi. And seeing you all you lovely people coming in, like Iblis. Hello, cute little Iblis. I always appreciate seeing you. Thank you for stopping by. And I appreciate you for even for coming just a little bit. Have a good night, all right? Do sleep streams. No, 443. I would never imagine doing a sleep stream. I would just imagine I have the camera on me and just going, no. Is that content? Is that really content? I don't. You know what? If it gets in the views. No, no, no. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I still have to do the whisper AMSR, though. ASMR, though. Anyways, you don't need to be sorry. Everyone gets tired. I almost fell asleep in class. You know, Ollie, remember, I told you my sophomore year, that was the sleepy year. I fell asleep in class a lot. But I kept up my grades, except math. Math was pretty hard, so I should have put more focus on that. Regardless, don't do it though. Please, that's bad role model behavior. Don't fall asleep in class. I tried the new Arby's stick. You know what? Yeah, you know what, Pokeboy? I was actually looking into like videos and whatnot. I passed by an Arby's when I get home, and I actually saw the steak nuggets, and I'm like, that's good. I mean, now people I've heard mixed reviews. I think at this point, I'm just gonna take your word for it. It sounds like I shouldn't eat them, so thank you. I'm trying not to breathe too loud. You should sleep, Murdoch. Murdoch, go to bed. You not having energy, what makes your streams feel more real in a way? You don't seem like a celebrity. You seem like another person. Just feel. Thank you, Alorix. You know, I thought about that too, because I'm just like, that's what I was saying. Maybe it's like also the real me too, because like, you know, if I feel comfortable meeting you all at whatever level that I'm at, then that gives me more opportunities to live stream. And granted, like, I love live streaming, I really do. The biggest issue is that I get fearful that I'm gonna like disappoint you all. I'm serious, like. That's one of the biggest setbacks to me, because sometimes I feel like I fall behind on chat. But the nice thing is that I'm not really going into crazy tangents right now. I'm just kind of chilling, reading what you guys are saying, seeing you guys have fun, and that's very important to me. Like, and seeing people that just come in as well. Like, hello Blitzian, hello Kitsune. I appreciate you both coming too. Just having this chance to be here with you all is one of the most important things about me. And if anything, I get tired of like holding myself up to a matter of expectation. I really don't want to put myself in a situation like that, because like it really, I would say expectation in this case for me would really just cause stress. It would make it feel like I have a second job, and I don't really want it to feel that way. I want this to be a hobby. I want this to be something that, you know, we all just chill and enjoy each other and just have a nice time. This is what I see a live stream as personally. And you know, and honestly, the caveat is like I can't live stream for a very long time, because a lot of these can honestly could sometimes take a good amount of energy for me. But that's also why I'm trying to find ways to like rework my energy and figure out moments of pausing and stuff like that, so I can like last longer, like my eyes closing sometimes. That's to make sure, you know, my dry eyes don't destroy me. Or even just sometimes just pausing and taking deep breaths like this. Like, I'm trying to find ways to make sure I can be there for you all in a more like fitting way. And being able to catch up with chat's really nice right now, actually. With I said hi to Kitsune, so hi Kitsune. Blitzian, didn't know the streams happened until I got a notification just now. Well, hello Blitzian. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. My ADHD is already kicked in. I always got the ADHD. Undiagnosed, of course. Hi Reese, I appreciate you being here. Let's go allows and sleep. You know, actually, you're right, Ashan. Instead of me going to lunch back in high school, I would actually go to the library and I would just sleep. Granted, our lunches were like 25 minutes, but still though, it was like I yearned for that nap. That nap was like my savior. Of course, if I hadn't managed to have energy, then I can use it for like homework and stuff like that. Sometimes I was still tired, but I had to get homework done, so those were the worst. And no food in my stomach. Oh, man, high school was a challenge. I'll tell you that much. Ah, it wasn't that bad. I'm just kidding. Hello, I'm new. Hi, soy una Kobisha. I'm sorry. Hello. So I know that's Spanish, but I'm gonna call you XD too. It makes it easier for me. Hi. I appreciate you being here though. Thank you for stopping by. It's a pleasure to have you here. It tastes like beef jerky with from Arby's. So, yeah. Oh no, Pokeboy. Forget about it. That you probably use like all sorts of other meats. I'm not. Assumption. Not real. Not actual. Like me saying that as an actual literal factual testament. That is not. That I don't believe that to be true. That is literally just my opinion. That's it. You know, I have to think about that sometimes. I don't want to like crap on companies on like a public space, because they might come after me and destroy me in my spots. They have like a beam. vaporized. I don't want that to happen. Go sleep. If you expose yourself to black light, you'll have trouble sleeping. Ooh, black light? Oh, blue light. That's right. How much is a VR? Well, I'll say this, Murdoch fan. VR headset these days can be as cheap as $300, even cheaper if you decide to go, let's say like maybe like in-box refurbished Quest 2s. You could probably get them for like 150, maybe 200, or even a refurbished Quest 3S for like $200. This is the cheapest. VR these is actually pretty accessible, and usually it's in the pretty feasible means of like, let's say even like a Christmas gift, for example. So I always like to say the entry level for VR is very cheap. But like where you can go with it is so far beyond, especially in VR chat. If you think about it, this headset right here was $600. All this tracking right here is about $500 more. And you know, my PC is $750. And you just put all that stuff into it. When you really think about it, high-end VR, and this isn't even high-end. Like there's still like the lighthouse tracking, there's still the finger tracking. There's so much going on in VR. And it's so much fun and engaging because we get to do stuff like this. I get to be a VTuber. What's up? But the point is, the easiest price of entry is still like $300. And honestly, like, you get to see all this in the VR space. You can ask anybody who's on, you know, Quest and whatnot and gets to see me for this chance. It's nice. And I get to appreciate seeing them too. People have come in on phones to see me, and I thought that's awesome, honestly. So there's a very good chance to be able to like get into VR chat one way or another. But for VR, it's still pretty accessible these days. Roller's super awesome. We love them. I'm very happy that you're here, Ollie. Thank you for saying that. I lost my phone, so on my PC. Hi, Fire and Sunny. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. Whichever issue. I appreciate that, Kitsune. Thank you so much. Hi, Spacebar Rules. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. The fact that you're... Oh, my Murdoch fan. That would probably make it a little bit harder. I will say that much. I keep thinking I don't have ADHD. Home people tend to make friends and divine. You know, you're probably right. When you really think about it, okay. This is... For the sake of legality, this is like metal tin hat thing, but like this is, in other words, this is not like legal advice. But if I were to say ADHD, especially the hyperactive aspect, they have the chances of expressing like higher levels of energy and higher levels of emotion as a whole. Like when I think about me in particular, again, not necessarily saying I have ADHD, but come on, let's be real here. The point is like the hyperactivity that I have allows me to utilize my words in a more creative way, or my body expressions in a more creative way, and at the same time too, just being able to multitask and function in way different ways, which I've never really thought I'd be able to do with something like this. And of course, the most important thing about it is just like being able to see that with other people too, and just vibe, have fun, have a good time. I've met some people who really match my energy, and you know, it's fun. It's a very enjoyable time. So I don't know, it's very enjoyable in my opinion. I like that idea though. My autism's going crazy right now. My ADHD's going crazy right now. Sorry for leaving. I went to the store. That's okay. I appreciate you being back. How are you doing? I'm doing pretty good. I'm kind of tired. So I'm gonna catch up on chat way faster, and I'm kind of just like gonna chill and vibe, if that makes sense. Have I fixed my electric bike? No, we're nowhere near there yet. I have a bunch of other things that happen that are more like personal stuff. So like it wasn't so super personal. I kind of said some on my Discord server, but I was going through a lot of that, and that was an absolute mess. So I gotta figure that out too. I'm on the computer at the watch stream. Yes, Ollie, I appreciate you being here always. Should I reinstall VR chat? That's really up to you if you decide that's probably a good idea or not. It's not still the safest, if that makes sense. But, you know, like my community exists, and there are still some other communities out there that exist to try to want to have a good time. So they still, you still have a chance to find good opportunity in VR chat. Especially these days, like, there's a lot more worlds out there that are trying to be serious about, like, not being what people think VR chat is. So I'd say... maybe I'm just an optimistic person, but I'm kind of just crossing my fingers and hoping VR chat is somewhat healing. But I know for sure that like that's just not really how that works, unfortunately. VR chat is still a very scattered landscape. There's many different connected networks and many different situations happening. But the best I can do is just provide a small sense of positivity in the small landscape that I can provide it to. And I think at that point, I mean, that's probably the best situation. So, should you reinstall VR chat? Well, if you want to come see me, then yeah, sure, why not? But at the same time, too, I hope you can just find fun and enjoyment in this game. I really do mean that. You went to buy some potatoes? Very nice, I like that. VR headset on. 1850? Yeah, just about around there. It's kind of crazy, don't you think? VR on my phone. Well, it's VR chat on your phone, but you can technically do VR if you buy like a $20 VR like a cardboard headset sometimes. How bad is open space needed for VR? That's actually a really good question, Blitzian. Let me see. I'm gonna do this real quick. So, I'm gonna reset this real quick. So, open space in VR can really make the difference as a whole when it comes to just like, let me get up into the sky. Yeah. Open space in VR can make the whole difference when it comes to just the matters of just like being able to spin around or just, you know, overall dance vibe and have fun. Now, you don't necessarily need open space like that. Really, you can still have this. Like, this is called snap turning, and snap turning allows it to where you can have it basically, if you're in a really tight space, you would actually use that so you can make sure you still turn around without actually like swinging your arms into something that could potentially hurt something around you. So it's still, you can still do like it's like stationary, so you can still do, make sure you do like snap turning, or in VR chat's case, this is smooth turning. This is like advanced snap turning, so you have to like work your way up to that one. But regardless, how important is open space? It really just depends on what you're trying to do. If you're just trying to chill and have a good time and just you want to just stand up and like, you know, say, hey, what's up? That's fine. If you want to do some crazy stuff, like show, sha sha sha, then yeah, you need a freaking lot of space. So I hope that answers your question. I'm gonna go sit down now. I'm sitting down somewhere. I hope that answers your question. Anyways, where was I? Down, and then floating world. Perfect. I'm reading. I use like 3 or 4 feet, that's right. Really, Zach? Huh, interesting. First off, hi Zach, I appreciate you being here. Where's the cameras? Right there. How much does Roller make from their channel? Nothing, Pokeboy, actually. You have to understand, to release, to get like the opportunity to have revenue and whatnot in hold on, let me do this real quick. This will be really cool. That makes more sense. In order to have like, hold on, I want to do this too. Sorry, I'm kind of like nerding out right now. There we go. Now I can see myself really well. But the most important part is like, for actual like YouTube ad revenue to get that opportunity to do so, like you need like a lot more subscribers and a lot more watch time and all that other kind of stuff. I have even no chance for like ads yet. Honestly, the only like closest thing ever could be is potentially like a sponsor. But I'm also not like upset at all. Like I genuinely just enjoy doing this, and I really don't want to ever make it seem like it's something where like I'm trying to like, I need to make it a career as soon as possible. Like, I'm chilling. I'm having a good time. I'm really just happy to be here and just to see you all and have a chance to make sure you all feel like you're appreciated, you know? You must make a lot. You also make sure. No, yeah, in the social life aspect, you're very right, Kitsune. Like, I'm hanging out with a bunch of other people too. It's like literally, it's just like work, personal connections, and like community building / content creation / live streaming. Busy boy life, I'll tell you that much. What time is it for me? It's currently right now 8:16. So I'm in EST, Eastern Standard Time. I think you're the best person alive. Thank you, Kitsune. That's very nice of you to say. Yes, I lost my phone. I don't think I'll find my phone today. Oh, I'm really sorry, Fire and Sunny. Do you think you have an idea where you might have last had it? Because I know, like, does your phone have like loss protection purposes? Like, you know, like those like Android and iPhones these days have it where you can like ping the phone if something happens and then find its last known location. If you have that, then you can use that to your advantage. Unless you don't have it set up, then you're kind of in a worse situation. Just be sure to be a good person in VR chat and try to avoid what's the same. Yeah, Ollie's very right about that actually. Like it comes to the point where just be a nice person. Like it's not hard. Like people who try to troll and all that other kind of stuff, it's just it gives VR chat such a bad name. And the worst part is like they see people like, let's say proximity chat for example, and you know their content is actually not like bad. It's very interesting to watch sometimes, but it's not bad. Like it's like not bad, trust me. But there's some people out there where it's like they try to copy that by doing way more extreme things, like saying derogatory words and all this other kind of stuff. People try to do it to me sometimes, and I'm just like, what? Sometimes I'm just like, listen, if that's an energy I don't want to match with, I'm just not gonna speak to you. I apologize. I don't block though. I really don't like blocking for some reason. So that's a just in case thing, I guess. I have ADC. Yeah. Welcome to the club, Adrian Reese. No, the lag. Hi, bro. I'm a new subscriber. Hi. I'm just gonna call you Mel. I'm gonna call you Mel. Sorry, it's hard for me to read names sometimes though. But I very much appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. It's always very nice to see new people come in. I'm always forever grateful. Did I ever watch OG Scooby-Doo? Kind of, sort of. I was never really a huge Scooby-Doo person personally. For my money, I would actually like to watch, if we're gonna talk about like Cartoon Network shows, but Scooby-Doo was earlier than that. I just never got into Scooby-Doo. I don't know why. It just never really interested me that much. And sometimes, like, I could watch it, like, if it's on or so, but I never really just had, like, the interest of, like, actually going and, like, paying attention to the series. The only time was when the Scooby-Doo movie came out with, I think, I forgot his name. It's the, oh, jeez. I'm very bad at actors, too. Like, I don't really watch movies or anything, so. But I think, y'all, it's the first live-action one they did, and they had the guy that was, that played Shaggy. The Shaggy's, like, the very important character. Matthew Lillard, I think was his name. I think that was who it was. And, yeah, so, and, you know, he's basically become, like, the Shaggy. Yeah. But besides that, I mean, no, I never really paid attention to Scooby-Doo that much, personally. I'm Brazilian. Very nice, Mel. Welcome from US. It's very nice that you're here. Thank you for being here. I love hearing that from around the world. I got bullied for having ADHD, and you know what? Like, people are gonna bully you for the moment people find out something is like a disorder or like disorder, disability, like something like, you know, like a debuff, if you will. Then people are more or less just gonna be like, oh well, yeah, look at that. You can't pay attention, or you know, you're just you can't ever sit still or whatever. Like, you know, all this kind of stuff. Honestly, just if it's come to like people just trying to get a rise out of you, just yeah, bro, just listen. Don't worry about them. I always still say though, like, if they actually physically try to like harm you, then yeah, real action needs to be taken, because physical harm is just terrible. But like, sticks and stones may break my bones, but names will never hurt me. I've had people at times, like, when it really comes to my spastic nature, they've been kind of like jerkish about it. Like, they tell me to slow down or I'm too loud. I mean, I know I'm pretty loud. I understand that. But whatever the case, I still just try to make sure, like, I don't let them get to me. Maybe it's constructive criticism. Maybe I just need to understand myself a little bit more. But overall, I'm like, I would never just let them, like, actually try to get into me. Yeah. I could just move my bed while playing VR. I mean, that's pretty good, Ollie. Yeah, I thought about that too, actually. Moving my bed to have more VR space, even though I already have a lot as is, honestly. I tried VR in Junker. Very nice, Arshan. What'd you think about it? Call me Square Watermelon because I'm Brazilian. Alright, I will call you Square Watermelon. Can I record the stream? I mean, if you want a clip or whatnot, I'm not necessarily going to stop you. It's up to you, though, of course. Just freaking found 5 pencils. Nice, Ollie. Make sure you take advantage of them. Those are the lucky 5 pencils that are going to carry you through your mission. Yes. What kind of pencils? I'm Canadian. I'm US. I'm a USer. Florida in particular. Also, can I maybe request more Discord events? Yeah, I'm thinking about another Discord event too, honestly. I feel like I've been falling behind on that aspect, and maybe want to help my staff member to try to figure something out for that as well. Un femboy? Hi, Lu Uku es Raymundo. Nice of you to join us. No, I'm not a femboy, but I am a male in a female avatar, so I would understand why you believe that. Regardless, though, thank you for being here either way. It's very nice of you. I grew up watching SpongeBob too. SpongeBob was the GOAT. Everything about SpongeBob was peak, and you know, you couldn't like SpongeBob was legendary. I'll tell you that much. It was a very fantastic time. It's always quoted so much by even my brother and I. And my brother and I are 6 years apart, so that's kind of funny. But oh, SpongeBob's so good. I love all this stuff. Bubble Guppies. I think I remember Bubble Guppies too, actually. Should I install VR chat? What's your user? It's my username is Roller6902. One thing I know is my phone. That's one thing I know. Well, that's very good, Fire and Sunny. If at the very least you know it's at your house, then you can find the chance to be able to rescue it at some point in time. At least it's not like in another location that you don't know. So that's good. That's good to have it. Okay, I was making sure I read that right, Murdoch. Well, listen. That, if it's like empty threat matter such as that, it really should never be taken into great consideration. Always don't, in my opinion, like if you really, someone doesn't like give you like a sense of like upliftedness or care, then you really shouldn't let their words try to get to you. It's a really good power to know and distinguish when words should actually have impact and words should not have impact. And I think in moments like that, words should not have impact at all. But at the same time too, I believe in a matter of justice and fairness. Maybe if just don't let it impact you, but you can still be like, okay, well, I'm gonna go tell a teacher now because you said that, because that is a very serious thing to say. So that is why I believe in justice and fairness the best I can, because situations like that, you're going to say something like that, you're going to pay the consequences. I say that personally. And that's ideally how I would stand up to bullying personally. I don't know how easy that is for you to do because, you know, retaliation and whatnot can exist within bullies. So use this advice at caution, I would say. Yeah. Where am I? Hello, Lord Rivera. Lord L. Rivera. I appreciate you being here. Unfortunately, I don't know what that says. Nor am I concerned, because if I can't read it, then I don't know. Hello, Diamond Statin. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. And hello, Cheese Master. I appreciate you being here as well. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I want to see, like, I want to do Jackbox at some point, and I'm very curious how I'd be able to do that. I have to figure out how, just one of my biggest problems, for me personally, everybody, is, like, if there's a lot of sound coming in through my headphones, like, it's sometimes a little intense to take. I don't know, like, if I get overstimulated by it. I think that is pretty true, because I am very, like, sound inclined. So maybe just a lot of like mixture of noises is just so much to pay attention to, and it kind of causes me like a bit of anxiety. So I just have to feel like how I can like remedy past that and just understand how to maybe have like a group of like, I don't know, potentially like 10 20 people join, and how to just like funnel through that and make that work. So it's stuff I need to consider. It's stuff I want to experiment with and just try out. So but Jackbox will be pretty fun, not gonna lie. We could figure out some games. That'd be fun. I want to figure out some games that we can do. That'd be really nice, actually. I'm happy to hear that, Arshan. VR is very, very nice. Roller's not gay or a femboy. You got that right. You got that right, Diamond Statin. I'm neither of those. And, you know, I understand people will say that in interpretation all the time because, again, I say real life male with a virtual female avatar. I get it. I understand. I know where it comes from. Yes, this is where the moments of times where I act pretty feminine, and I understand because, like, in this virtual life that I accept as myself, I'm okay just being able to accept the feminine side of what I am. But of course, when I'm in real life, I usually embrace the masculine side more. I'm not saying that the both can't intertwine with each other, but for the most part, I like being one or the other in both sides that I'm at. So that's why I like... I don't even know why I did that, but it's just fun to do it, just to be loose, fun, carefree, to have a good time. So, yeah, it's okay. You're just in time, my friend. I'm very happy that you're here. Hey, what's the discreet way to confess to your crush? Honestly, Spacebar rules, I'm honestly not certain how I can help you out with that situation. The reason why is because I'm not really like very good at just getting people to the point of like commitment. That's always been my weakest point of like all time. That's why a lot of times people have to actually come to me to call for that sense of commitment. I just know how to hold conversation. I know how to make good friendships. I would have to still figure out how to like really like get in there and utilize what a lot of people would probably call Riz. I'm sorry. I hate that I can't help you, but the only way I could probably get you started is the best thing you have to do is to make sure when you do your confession, you have as much affinity and favor one to you as much as possible. In other words, just treat them like a good person. Be genuine to them. Be nice to them. Open up to them if you want to have that chance to do so. And the more you like, the more you do and the more you commit to like basically being with this person before you actually commit, then like that higher chance when you decide to take that moment to commit will just be more all the more successful. So good luck. I wish you the best. I just randomly started playing. Oh, I used to play the Battle Cats too, actually. And, you know, I played like the first chapter or whatever when you get to like the moon boss. I don't know if you got that far yet, but like it had such like epic music. It was so intense and so cool. The Battle Cats is pretty fun. And there's a lot of wacky cats too, but then it really just becomes like you gotta buy a lot. And I'm just like, I lose my interest. Thank you though. Battle, yeah, it really did for a point in time for me. Do you have to buy VR chat? No, you don't, Kitsune. VR chat is free, but that's the other dilemma too. VR chat, there's so many different ways you can interact with VR chat. So, for example, just me moving, you see myself moving like this, which by the way, I'm gonna do this. Whoa! What is my first time using a camera? Well, it's right now because my screen recorder viewfinder is actually in the way, and obviously it's not aligning correctly with where I'm actually like looking, but now it is, and I did it. I fixed it. But what I'm trying to get about is like VR chat is technically a free game. Like all you have to do is just get the hardware that supports it. So once you get that, then let's say you get a VR headset, then you go into VR chat, you can pick an avatar that you like from a dozen of like hundreds if not thousands, if not I think hundreds of thousands of avatars that are out there and available for you to take, and just, you know, find worlds where you can find a chance to just, you know, feel like a second home. Like for example, hold on, I'm putting you all away for a second, chat, because I gotta do this. Like for example, this world. Now granted, you can technically play lo-fi here. The lo-fi you're hearing right now, which I hope you are hearing it, is me playing it from my web browser. But look at this world. Like, it's nice. It's very peaceful, and my trackers are sliding off. Give me a second. My trackers are sliding off. I've sat down for too long. That's what happens when I sit down for too long, chat. But the point I'm trying to get across is there is still so much you can do in this game without honestly paying a single cent. You can come to my events. All you have to do is just have like the VR headset or a phone or anything. And all of that we provide is free 99, baby, technically. The chance to be able to connect with other people, the chance to be able to enjoy each other's times is something that effectively I might pay a little more, sure, to be a little more tantalizing and cute and cuddly and all that kind of stuff, but I'm almost like a siren. I like allure and captivate you to you all so I can bring you to my community, and then once you get there you realize like how many people greet you and say hi to you, and you're like, wow, this community actually wants to care for people, and I'm very proud of that. I really am. So I think, and if you really think about it, all this stuff right here that you're seeing, the stuff that's happening in the Discord server, you know how much it costs? Nothing. Of course, if you asterisk VR headset required. Alright, I'm sitting back down now. Anyways, back to reading chat. A teacher told me I should do that. Oh my gosh, Murdoch fan, you gotta like talk to like, man, you gotta like talk to someone, because that's not nice. A teacher should not be telling you that. That is very wrong and bad. Like 110%. I'm really sorry that you're going through that right now. I hope you can find a chance to get a resolution. I really do wish mobile games got more love, to be honest. I'm starting to think my cat stole my phone, so and also call me Fire. Okay, I'll call you Fire first off. And second, why would your cat steal your phone? What the heck? You need to call your cat and get your phone back. And, you know, you need that to, like, live or something. I don't know. Do we need our phones to live? Maybe. They're pretty important these days. Bro, my costumes could be Jeff the Killer. Oh, I thought you were about to say Jeff the Landshark. Maybe I'm a little too Marvel Rivals pilled, chat. Even though yesterday when I played I had some really bad games. Some of the worst games I ever had. But what can you do? You win some, you lose some. And in this case, we lost a lot, but oh well. Curry Cat is so OP. Is that one of the cats in Battle Cats? I would imagine. Greetings, Lieutenant. Hey, LT. Hi, LT. Or Lieutenant. Are you actually Lieutenant? I could call you Lieutenant. I'll be like, Lieutenant. Lieutenant. Not gonna lie, my touching is getting to my soul slowly, sometimes fact. Okay, I'm pretty caught up actually, all things considered. I'm pretty proud of myself. I'm not gonna lie, my depression is getting my soul slowly, sometimes fast. Well, if anything, Diamond Statin, you just gotta make sure you take the time to be there for yourself. All right, I don't exactly know what may be causing your depression right now. If anything, one of the most crucial things is just being able to be around people who actually want to take the time to be there and care for you. And if there's anything that I'm really happy about with my chat and my Discord server and everything else in between, I want to help give that chance for you to feel like that you feel accepted and welcome wherever you are. It's a little harder for me sometimes because I have to make sure I'm reading through chat, and I make sure to be as thorough as possible to everybody that's in it. So I apologize if sometimes I feel like if I really can't hit the nail on the head, but I still want to make sure to let you know that I appreciate you being here. I really do. And I know this probably wouldn't potentially help you, but at the very least, just hoping you can even hear your name being called and just having a chance to feel like you belong somewhere makes you feel important. Diamond Statin 3543. There you go. I cannot commit to anything. Well, Pokeboy, that's something you just sounds like you gotta figure out. Why can't you commit to things? You gotta ask yourself the good questions, and then you gotta start working your way backwards to figure out why you can't do the things you're trying to figure out. How do you respectfully tell people to stop spreading rumors about you? Okay, rumors? Man, rumors just absolutely annoy the living heck out of me. And the hardest part about rumors is that you are pretty much rather powerless to it. I'm serious. There's no way where you're going to have a situation where if you tried to basically deny a rumor or say, that's not true, it just puts you in a bigger trap. It's a very, very, very terrible manipulation tactic. Unfortunately, it's one of those hardest gaslight tactics where if the person's charismatic enough, they will convince people it is this. It can happen. This is true. However, one of the last saving graces you can have against something like this is just to have good integrity as a whole. The matter of looking right and being right at all times is one of the most crucial things to be able to, where if people say, try to spread rumors about you doing maybe scandalous things or even illegal things, where people would hear that thing and make them second guess in their head and say, no, they wouldn't do that. So rumors die by actual integrity. If you hold a really good integrity and you hold a really good sense of character, there's no reason for people to believe things that may be scandalous against you. If you are that kind of person, well, then it's not really a rumor now, is it? But I would imagine if it's a rumor, then obviously it's not true. And at the same time, too, if nobody's ever going to make a rumor about positive things. Oh, he actually, went to the homeless shelter the other day and actually helped people out. What a, maybe what a loser, sure, but they wouldn't be saying that as if it's an actual mocking bad rumor thing, oh, you went to the soup kitchen to help people. Ooh, what a terrible rumor. Rumors always come from bad intentions. Rumors always come from malice. It's always trying to make you look bad, and bad my morality standards typically. But if you hold a good morality, good sense of integrity, and a good show of character to everybody around you no matter what, then the best thing you have at that point is just people don't believe the rumor. It's the hardest thing to ever achieve, from what I've witnessed personally. It's the hardest manipulation tactic to just beat. But if anything, just be a good person. And so whenever these crazy bad rumors try to flow and affect you personally, they can't, because people know who you truly are. So that's the best I got for you right now. I'm still trying to evaluate that personally, but this is where we are right now. Hi. Is it Pantheon? Phaethon? Pantheon? Hi, Reaper. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. Into the Future F2P? I don't know what that is, honestly, Ollie. Oh, you're talking about with Battle Cats. That's right. I got you. My dog say hi. Hi, Murdoch's dog. Nice of you to say hi. Hi. I had a Game Boy Advance. Reaper, I know, right? That was just playing video games at night was so much fun, and I've beaten a lot of video games late at night. Sometimes though, when the craziest part is some video games, especially in the DS era, had some spooky moments, spooky music and all that kind of stuff, and I would sometimes be legitimately scared. This is not a spooky game, but they just want to add a spooky moment, and I'm playing in the middle of the night with this spooky moment. I'm just But regardless, those are some good days. Those are nice. Sir Roller, how are you feeling today? Would you like some tea? You know what? Sure, Ollie. Why not? I will be more than glad to take a tea. Find like a tea emoji or something. What's your favorite music that made you? What is your favorite music that was made from the soundtrack of video game Undertale? Like full, straight up, 110% Undertale. Um, close second, close second. Fury. Fury is all like dark synthwave stuff, and I really love my dark synth and synthwave. So definitely Fury's number two, and number three is honestly just like Deltarune at that point. Because Deltarune, honestly, Deltarune can almost be number one these days because Undertale is just like, it's really good, a lot of bangers, but I feel like the Deltarune songs just crank it up to an 11. They are so much more like, well, like you could just tell Toby Fox experience really precedes him with Deltarune. He did a very, very good job. So, I mean, definitely it's just Deltarune and Undertale. Those two are bops and bangers. Hollow Knight has some pretty good songs too, I will say. It's entirely goofy. People hear. Okay, I got you. That makes sense. I just wanted to make sure of anything. Hi, Lith. Hi, Lith. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, my friend's playing some. I remember too, which doesn't help since I'm the new kid. Yeah, if anything, Spaceball rules. When it comes to dilemma like that, you just have to make sure. Sometimes the hardest part, my trackers. Sometimes the hardest part is just like when it comes to rumors, you kind of just have to like put your head down and just like let the storm pass. At least that's what I think personally. If everybody thinks all about it, just eventually just stop denying it. Like, you know, just don't acknowledge it, I guess. This is, mind you, this is very experimental. I've had to think about like what to do about rumors if rumors spread to the point where like it's trying to affect you like in a more like, you know, decision making, like, you know, personable aspect. So I guess like if you just don't feed into the rumor or feed into the reactions of the rumor, then I guess it kind of stops the rumor. Maybe people really like to see like, you know, really crazy reactions, especially if they spread rumors. But if I guess you don't if you don't add fuel to that fire, maybe it burns out a little quicker. I don't know. Like, I wish you best of luck. I really don't know. Those are the only two pieces of advice I can give you. And if anything, just if it seems like it gets tough or hard, just, you know, come on our server, say hi, say what's up. I agree, Lith. I agree, Lith. I agree 100%. Don't be friends with them. What's my user again? It's Roller6902. Fay Thin. Fay Thutton. Fay Thutton? Man, that's tough. I gotta go. I'm feeling really tired. My meds are taking effect. Okay. Bye bye, Murdoch fan. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. Hold on. Google. Hey, Google. Change the AC to 66 degrees. Thanks, babe. Here's my tea. Nice. Thank you. I was waiting for this. Mmm. Yummy tea. You know, honestly, everybody, at some point in time, I think it was when I was working Saturday, um, I had a really weird idea where I could do like a, I could do like a YouTube short of me being like an AI, because you know people act like AIs, but you know what? Not a lot of people act like AI in VR. So you know what? I'm gonna try. I want to do weird and experimental stuff. It sounds like so much fun. It's so like silly and kooky and great. So I'm gonna try to make more content and just really do more experimental, deviating stuff. Of course, I like to give moments of inspiration and like motivation. And if anything, I can just really get that out of my live streams. But I really want to do more like stuff that's like fun, engaging, enjoyable, more like carefree. That's why I like the two music videos that I did. And I think I have a couple more I want to do along the way actually. But also do more like meme stuff, if that makes sense. That's why I did the that's why I did the PR chat late 20s thing. Um So I just want to try to have more fun. It seems like it's like this is a great platform, and there's so much kooky fun things you can do. I love being able to look out at something, and be like, I can make a video about that, and that sounds like a lot of fun. So I appreciate you all watching it and actually being along for the ride, because I know some of the stuff that's sometimes I post is really experimental, but I like doing a lot of varied stuff, and I like keeping you all on your toes, and I hope I provide some good content to you all, and just overall make it enjoyable and fun. And in exchange, my live streams I could be a little more like personable, you know what I mean? Just have a chance to be here with you all and just enjoy my time, which I really am. Like, I thank you all for being here. It means a lot. It always does. And just being able to, sit down and chat and yap and chat as I always do, it means a lot to me. It really does. Thank you. Chara? Oh yeah, Celeste has some really good music too, actually. You're so right about that. I feel like I've Good night, Murdoch fan. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. So yeah, we kept Sir Roller as her name. Yeah, I actually kind of like Sir Roller. It was actually pretty nice. So I'm glad I had the chance to be able to keep using it. Listen, Celeste, I I'm kind of honestly upset with myself that I did not actually like really like full complete it. In other words, I didn't like do like the extra like harder levels to get the more like true ending. I kind of like I kind of prevent myself from seeing the ending in the event I want to actually try. But then I try to do like those harder, like, those harder levels, and every time, like, just one of them, I just can't. And like, it's so like precise. I'm like, you have to be a freaking like, you gotta be like pixel perfect, almost near pixel perfect on a lot of it. So I unfortunately don't have the patience for that. So I may have to just watch it. But I almost feel like I'm robbing myself out of the satisfaction, and that's the hardest part about it. I like being able to watch things because I actually earned it, not because I cheated and watched it on YouTube. Otherwise, what's the point of video games? You know what I mean? If I can just watch the whole game from some YouTuber, why would I have to buy it afterwards? You know what I mean? Clutin Nacho. Who's emo in this chat? Of course, but who else? Roller's officially Sir Roller. Hi, Emmett. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. I can't wait for Random Slant of 6903. Random Slant of 6902's evil clone. It would just be this. Wait, no. No, I shouldn't do this because I really don't want to make this seem like it's evil. But you know what? Actually, you know what? Yeah, actually, you know what? No, I like this. And then here's what I do. You ready? This is gonna be stupid, but I'm gonna do it anyways. Hello, chat. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that. That's how you cross into fanboy territory. Hello, chat. It's been a great day. Random Slam 6903. That's the watch that slowly evolve into something in like the next like 3 weeks or so. Oh man. $66, bro. Here you get cold and freeze. 66 nothing. 60. Yeah, listen. It's hot in this room, okay? You gotta remember something, chat. You have to remember something. I am moving around a lot, and I'm like using a lot of body motion as I'm like talking to you all. So it gets hot, and remember, I'm also wearing 8 trackers that by themselves are emitting some heat to do the tracking. So it's hot. You gotta give me some mercy, please. 66 is my savior, and like my right controller is like now mad at me because I was talking bad about it. Was I talking bad about you? I wasn't talking bad about you. Yeah, see, it came back. It realized the error of its ways. But anyways, what happened to the 6901 other random slandoms? Well, you see, you have to understand that dominance in the field comes at a high price. So right now, the 6,902nd iteration is currently the one that will try to prevail them all. And also by preventing 6903 to exist means that 6902 will live on as a forever given legacy. I'm such an idiot. You gotta do the robot dance video. Just imagine that one episode in SpongeBob. I need to check that. I need to look at that actually. One more thing, I'm most pregnant. I'm the only child. We will have 13 again. Any tips? Well, at that point, it's almost effectively like you're having like a. I hate to kind of say it this way, but it's almost like you're having a child. Like 13 years old, you're like teenager to newborn is like a very huge age gap. But I think one of the best things about it is that that child, as long as you do things correctly and you make sure you put a very heavily establishment of family within them, then they will always look up to you. And as long as you be a model person, there will always be at least one person in your life that will be appreciative that you're here. So if anything, this is almost kind of like, I'm gonna like glaze my brother for example, but he's 6 years older than me, and yeah, I get it. In the younger years it's harder because then parent attention gets divided and there's situations where the more responsibility may fall on you. But you have to remember something. You are raising a human that is going to, potentially be something great in this world. Have another opportunity to spread positivity and hope to others. You can provide that positive instillment just as much as your parents can. You're old enough to basically be like a mini parent to them. And, let them have fun, let them laugh, let them enjoy themselves. Remind them to be respectful, but ultimately, just make sure you be there for them. And when everybody gets older and, time passes on, when moments matter where, let's say you need help from them, then they'll drop everything to do it for you too. So just be there for them. All right. Help the sorrow. What? Sorrow. My hand. The world is ending. Open your mind to the show. Look beneath the cracks on the concrete. No, I don't want to. I feel like small streamers care more about their views than big ones. I'm not saying Marin here. I think, okay, I will give this list as a matter of devil's advocate. As a streamer myself, whenever I stream, of course. I need to actually do like a reset. Whenever I stream, one of the things that I've come to realize is that there is some sort of like caveat to all of it. What I mean by that is, when you get more viewers and you try to take the moment in time to like speak a really long period of time to more people and actually try to do what I do with, let's say, I don't know, 30, 40, 50 concurrent viewers, and let's say they're all actively chatting, then it's really, really hard. You kind of have to like pick and sift through the amount of people, especially when you start getting to 100 pluses. Like think about major VTubers that effectively live stream and their chat sifts through a lot, but they find ways to still read some messages. I don't exactly know how they do it, but they still just provide the moment to like try to be there for you. It's just a lot harder. Like if I do what I do right now with like 100 plus people, that's like, I would never, ever, ever catch up anywhere. I would be so far behind and stream would never end. So I've always thought about this. Like sometimes, unfortunately, you have to go, if you want to grow, you have to go from personable to like performance. But then at that point, the more important part then is to still provide my message, but in a more generalized audience sense. I still want to make sure that I provide hope and positivity where I can, and fun, kookiness, craziness, happiness, all this kind of stuff. It'll be a little bit more unfortunate when I can't personally talk to you all, but I'll still try my best to at least read, or read to the best of my ability. This is also why I use slow mode, so I have a chance to catch up with chat the best I can. I think 15 seconds is a healthy medium in my opinion, so I'll probably leave it like that for now. But I also do slow mode because I don't want to like technically have mods. I mean, I can take care of things myself if I have to, and I usually do. And for the most part, I don't even have to. You guys are such a fantastic community where I don't really have to worry about like, some troll is going to come in and cause a lot of ruckus and problems. You are very responsible and you help take care of things even when I'm just on rambles just like this one. So I appreciate you all. I really, really do. And just being able to have the chance to be here and say hi and, just have a chance to catch up for a bit does mean a lot to me. Thank you. It's been a bit of a rougher past couple days with a bunch of different things going on for me personally. So I still want to. I didn't really feel like I had the good energy right now to do this, but I tried, and I think I'm doing pretty okay. However, I can feel like my energy is still kind of fading fast. I think at the end of this hour, when I catch up the chat, I'm gonna close out. But I appreciate you all for being here. Truly, it's been nice. You really have you all never fail to lift my spirits. You never, never do. And I hope if anything, I can continue to do that for you and just try to make you smile. That's all I really want. I don't care about big numbers. I don't care about big this, big that, big anything. Being able to just post a live stream, have you all come along and chat and have fun and enjoy yourselves. What more could I want? Like, this is a hobby, and I'm having a fantastic time. So, thank you for making it worthwhile, every single one of you. I'm going to start reading chat. Once I get to the end, then I'm going to call it. Gun? Why do you say gun? Hi, guys, it's me, 436. Roller pets? Roller pets. Good night, Emmett. Take care. I hope you have a good night. Gun. Leave the world premise. Let's see. Points gun at wall. No, don't be pointing guns at walls. Be careful. You feel like crap. Diamond Statin, go to bed if you have to, please. Like, if you need to go to bed, or maybe get a drink of water. Have you drank your water lately? If you haven't drank your water, you gotta make sure you drink your water, silly head. But, just relax. Enjoy yourself. Don't put too much pressure on yourself. I'm telling you right now, like, I came in here feeling like crap, and look where I am right now. I'm just vibing and having a good time. And I hope you can do that too. So thank you for being here. Ugh! What the heck? I was reading that. This is truly evil. Roller isn't ooh. You guys, this is the is this the evil roller? So roller, you're the best roller. Also restroom too. Yeah, I've actually, you know what? I will give you credit. Rec Room is actually pretty good. They have more available games, especially all throughout the Quest platform. Now, VRChat has really good worlds, but unfortunately they're PC limited. And my internet bestie, for example, she only has a Quest right now, so she's standalone. But in Rec Room, they actually have like more escape rooms and all this other kind of stuff that you can do. And Rec Room is more like a game, so there's more like games actually like actual flow of like picking up objects and like movement and all that kind of stuff is more fine-tuned in Rec Room than in VRChat, in my opinion. But VRChat is way more enjoyable in just how varied everything acts, and sometimes it almost feels like you're playing a completely different game. Even Rec Room still kind of feels the same, no matter how hard you try. So that's why VRChat gets my money personally. But Rec Room is a very respectable game, I'm not gonna lie. 6-7? 6-7? 6-7? Can I do a 6-7? I want to do a 6-7. Hey, all the hell, because I'm too old. Hey, you know what? I got some Halloween candy in my house right now, and I'm telling you, it smacks. I'll tell you that much. Yeah, no, like seriously, like when you become an adult, like why you gotta trick or treat? Just buy the candy yourself. Like that's the life hack through the whole year. Did you know that? I sent the inspiration for AI roller. Did you? Did you mention the idea of a chatbot? Huh. It's illegal to trick-or-treat past the age of 14, my speed. That's interesting. That's quite weird, actually. I don't, I've heard some quite interesting things, I'll tell you that much. So I wouldn't really put it past if that's one of the, if that's how some state conducting themselves. Hi, Alyssa. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. I'm actually reaching the point where I'm gonna get off. Like this is a quicker stream because I'm kind of lower energy as a whole today. So I just still want to say hi, say what's up, and I appreciate you having a chance to be here with me. Sorry if I keep. It's okay, Danielle. Thank you for coming back. It's very nice to see you. Roller isn't ever catching up. You might be surprised. I'm good, Alyssa. How about you? I'm feeling a lot better now ever since I got the chance to chat with you lovely people, and it's always nice to be able to just see you all come in and enjoy each other, say hi to each other, Be appreciative of each other. I genuinely, wholeheartedly appreciate every single bit of that. It means everything and more. It really, really does. And I just, this is one of the most important things of what I try to help establish as a community, and I just love seeing it in action. You all are very nice to each other, and I'm very, very thankful to have this chance to just see you all want to be there for each other. Thank you, really. It's I love it. It's just a sense of respect, a sense of good vibes. And what more could I want at that point? This is honestly why I love exactly where I am right now in terms of views. This is perfect. Just basically having like a like a smallish chat with a bunch of, closer knit people, and I like that a lot. And new people might join and they have a chance to say hi, and they get in with the rhythm and they have the positivity too. I love it. It's very enjoyable. And again, and I always like to say it, you guys really never fail to make me smile. You're so respectful and so accommodating. I came in here with such low energy. Now I feel considerably much better, and it's thanks to you all for helping me out with that. I always say this, you all help me just as much as I try to help you, and I'm very thankful to have a chance to just be able to decide I need this, which is not only productive in my opinion, because I'm still trying to give you like positivity and maybe advice you could take home with you, but at the same time too, I'm just hopefully giving you some entertainment and just to forget about the world for a minute, just for a brief moment. And yeah, I know we talk about the real world in the chat, but we're talking about it to just be there for each other and help support each other. And wherever I can provide that support, I will try my best, whether it be through matters of advice or matters of encouragement or anything else in between. That's very important to me, and I want to make sure you all have that opportunity. And by extension, if I provide that sense of positivity and provide that sense of like support towards you, if you do that for the people around you, then that's really how positivity spreads. I was thinking about this earlier, everybody. When you think about negativity as a whole, negativity is just way more accessible than positivity ever will. I was thinking about it like this. Think about if you compete against someone. Well, in competition, unfortunately, there's going to be a winner and there's going to be a loser. Now, the winner might have a great sense of positivity for, let's say, depends on how much the achievement means to them. But let's say on average, that that sense of positivity they achieve will never outweigh the negativity of the loss itself. That negativity can go about and be spread amongst other people and cause a big ruckus and big terror. Or let's say in a situation where it's like something very shocking, very revealing, very like realistic, mind you, but very negative for the most parts. And people would more often than not like to click into stuff like that because we like to see stuff like that. It's just realistic nature. Negativity is something just fueled into our hearts, like almost innately, and it's hard. It's really tough to just try to break past it. I would like to thankfully say, thank goodness, the younger generation these days is a little more understanding than others. It's still a little varied and a little strange, but you all have actually impressed me very considerably, because there are some people around my age range that still don't understand this stuff. So you are taking a really good pace on your own mental health, and if I can help you wherever I can, then I'll try to help you where I can. Mind you, I'm not a therapist, and also I can't help all of you so quickly, so do bear that in mind, please. I don't want to burn myself out. I'm still reading up, though. Okay, I know where I am. So I need to find small content creators. This is so different. I'm up for it. I mean, is it really that much different though? I'm just kind of just yapping. I mean, what can I do with so much at that point? But then just like say something really spicy a couple times and make you all think, I know what I'm talking about. Hello, Madness Plays. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by again. It's very nice to see you again. I am under the water. Please help me. I tried. It didn't help. I can't say I remember it, Madness Plays. I see a lot of people sometimes, so but I'll check your profile picture right now. Ooh, I like that. I like the stick figure. It's pretty cool. Rec Room just got dropped by most of the good room creators. Oh, that sucks. Well, rip Rec Room, I guess, because good rooms is what really made Rec Room really good. Well, obviously, it's like if the VR chat didn't have their world. You know what I mean? I'm a small content creator. Very nice, Fire. I hope you have success of whatever you're doing. Do you play Rivals on Roblox? That's a thing? No, I don't play Rivals on Roblox. That's silly. Clanker roller when? I don't know if we're gonna have a clanker roller. There's no way it's gonna happen. I see the back. Roller's gonna watch the stream back and see this stuff. I'm reading it. I have to. Okay, listen. Here's something I have to just establish, like right here. Diamond Statin. I appreciate you being open and honest about it, but there's not really much I can do in this situation. Like and Ollie is doing a very good job of describing it. The only things I can recommend in this matter is just, find people you can stay close to and have a chance to just have a support system and connect with people. You're honestly doing a pretty good job in this live stream, in my honest opinion. But at the same time, too, it's really hard when you have a matter of depression. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of moving parts. Like, I understand. It's really hard for me to try to really focus on your dilemma. I don't want to say dilemma. That's not fair. Focus on your conflict. But I have other people I'm trying to interact with, too. I hate to say that. I really do. And I want to make sure I can still give you that opportunity and that time to let you know I really want to try to feel for you. I really want to try to find a chance to make you feel better. The most important things I can just help establish to you is just you have to just take the time, stop, just back up. Why? Why am I so depressed? Why am I so upset? Like, what's making me feel this way? Are you trying to find validation amongst people? Like, do you really need validation that bad? Is there potentially hobbies you can do that can help you fulfill yourself? Is there ways that you can make sure, you have a way to just be there for yourself and not have to have the validation of other people to make sure you can do so? Maybe you can find ways to escape reality. Do you have video games that you like? Maybe just watching some films or some YouTube videos that'll help you relax. Don't do doom scrolling. Doom scrolling is not a very good idea. But even at the opportunity, if you can just go outside sometimes, just being able to walk in nature. It's always nice to be able to just breathe and, of course, if you can do it safely, if you're in a more like a suburban area, you can still walk that too. Just, there's so many different ways you could try to forget just for a moment. I gave you maybe a couple, but there's so many more. Those are the couple that could just rattle off the top of my head. I can give you so many suggestions. The most important part is just, you have to be able to see it. It's hard. It is. And I want to make sure I can be there for you and acknowledge this stuff. But I have to let it be known that I can't put full attention into it. My fault for not saying that prior, but I'm saying it right now. Thank you for being here. I hope whatever I've given you works. But, I can't respond to every single message you say that's related to the matter of, depression and whatnot. I'm reading it. I really am. But there's not much I can say past just making sure I give you a moment of time to reflect upon it. And I was going to do it before I got to the end of chat, but Ollie mentioned that I'm going to have to look back and see what I missed. I'm not missing a single thing. I'm still reading it. But I have to find my moment to step in and actually, acknowledge when I want to mention it. I just mentioned it a little bit earlier than I intended it because I want to do it after I got to reading up chat. But I hope at the very least what I said maybe put some insight on it. Maybe as a live streamer. I feel for you. I really do. And I hope someday you could just find an opportunity where you don't have to feel like this, where you just have a chance to be able to see the world in a more positive light. Are you going to find it anytime soon? I don't know. Is an anime girl going to get that, out of you? No. I can try my best. I can try my absolute best. But a lot of it, you just got to reflect upon yourself and just look. I could give you all the advice in the world. But I just need you to be honest with yourself, and if you need to find potential help somewhere else, then please potentially look into it. But for now, I do wish you the best, and I just wish you stay safe, please. Okay? Now I'm gonna catch up on chat. Let's go! Ultra kill! I'm not million. Acting like AI in VR chat. I'd want to do that. That was gonna be quite interesting. He was talking about roller chat bot. I game way. Oh, that sucks, Reaper. That's the worst. I'm so sorry you had to go through that. If I leave, I'll miss you guys. Hi, Hikari. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. PC so much. I play on VR sometimes, but I play PC so much. Oh. VR is nice, though. Like, but playing on VR when you have that chance is very important. I'm None for the SG, just change my original name. Oh, okay. Well, it's nice to see you around, None. Thanks for being here. Bye, Ollie. I hope you take care. I'm catching up. I swear, I catch it up. I'm just speaking my thoughts. No, I don't think I don't mean to say anyone, but I think see love you too with the face. So the Rindo avatar, I guess a lot of people do like the Rindo avatar. I found this avatar just randomly in Prismic's avatar search, and I've basically been using it ever since. I felt my track is getting a little weird. I do have to get off soon. But if anything, my water. Sorry, this is kind of like one of the hardest parts too. Like when I do something like that I just did, it does take quite a bit of energy out of me. So you got to give me a minute to let me replenish myself. I'm still catching up though, so I'll see your response to it, Diamond, in a second. Anyways, what was I reading again? The Philian thing. Yes, that's right. These are all anime-based avatars called Rindos. Now, you may be thinking that they all look like Rindos, but some of them are actually other anime girl-based models. Like there's Karen, there's Celestia, there's Mo, there's Manuka, there's oh, there's a couple other ones that I'm really missing. Some really popular ones. Oh, Rusk. But Rusk is like more private these days, so you couldn't find them so easily. But Rindo is another popular one. There's a lot of Rindos out there, and they use like the base anime model, this particular model. And then, of course, you put clothes on, maybe your own hair set on, and this is what my avatar is in particular. Philian's is actually very much closer to stock Rindo. Like, stock Rindo is like, she's wearing like, I don't want to say kimono. It's like that one you band around your chest. But, that's what the original Rindo model wears, and Philian is not that far from it, in my opinion. Like, even sometimes I've seen Rindos wear the schoolgirl outfit, and that's what Philian uses sometimes too. So, Philian has definitely popularized the Rindo avatar. Hence why when a lot of people see an avatar like this, they probably see like the eyes and like that's Philian. So, I'm not necessarily complaining. I like being, you know, like compared to someone I look up to. You know what I mean? You could be a therapist. Well, I appreciate that, Diamond. I like to speak from the heart the best I can, when I can. It's very important to me. I don't ever want to make it feel like that you're not being accepted or seen or heard. And I have a really good chance of just instilling like this sense of like, hey, listen, you know, you gotta think about this. We sometimes just get in our own head sometimes, and I want to make sure if anything I can hopefully help you snap out of it. This is not my first time where like I get really real with some people, but I do it out of love. I never intend to do it to make you feel like upset or make you more depressed. I do it because I want to just make sure that you know that I acknowledge and I want to help take care of you. So I appreciate you being here, Diamond. Like, I really do. And you know, I'm happy that you feel comfortable projecting yourself like this. But I have to I have to let you understand I have other people I need to talk to as well, and I need to make sure I help, you know, take care of. I will give you a moment, I will, but just understand that sometimes like I may ignore these. I'm reading them and I'm feeling for you every single message I read. Like I'm literally like beating my heart just thinking about it. And I'm just hoping that if anything, I can still help you escape reality the best I can, just to make sure you just forget for a moment. Like, we all need entertainment and all this other kind of stuff to just forget about life for a second. I do this to forget about life for a second. And it's always fun to just be able to see you all and just enjoy talking about stuff and having fun. Because that's all we're doing. We're just forgetting about life for a moment on a random Monday night. I mean, I wouldn't be anywhere else personally, so thank you for being here. It's okay to yap a little. Hi, Bridger King. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. Hi, Misty the cat as well. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you stopping by. I promise I just like... Yes, Missy the cat. I do have full body tracking. Right now, I'm a little slower acting right now because I'm just kind of chilling, and right now I'm just trying to catch up on chat. But I'm also gonna sign off. But I appreciate you being here. It's always nice to have new people come along whenever they can. I think I've actually seen you before, but regardless, I still appreciate seeing you again. Hey, then Diamond, then do drawing and music more. Like find your chances to like find hobbies that help you just pass the time. And hopefully you can find more opportunities of fulfillment within yourself, satisfy yourself in how you find interest in building consistency and growth within yourself and the hobbies that you have, and overall just get better and better over time. Work to improve yourself, work to find chances to say, hey, I could do this more quickly this time, or I could do it more efficiently this time. Me personally, that's how I feel about video editing. I feel like I got way better with video editing because of YouTube as VTubing as a whole. Plus, like I try to experiment with camera shots and dolly shots these days in VR chat just to really try to like really sell like the production value or like the build of production value. I like experimenting with these things. They're a lot of fun, and it's very rewarding and satisfying when you see the end result. Who knows, like maybe your music you could put out there in like a YouTube channel and have people have a chance to see it. So there's opportunity, there really is, but don't make that your primary purpose to do things. Your primary purpose is because you want to have fun and you want to enjoy it. Like, I enjoy VTubing. I enjoy having my community. I enjoy content creation. I'm having fun. This is a genuine joy to me. A stress reliever, a way for me to get myself out there and just, be there for you all so you can relax. This is why I do what I do. So make sure you have fun with whatever you do, Diamond, okay? Found a game. He's my favorite. Buy the game. I have Ultra Kill actually. I haven't I'm pretty bad at mechanic based shooters, but I could probably give it another try sometime. I know, I'm tired too. Like I really am getting tired. Silk Song, I actually have Silk Song. I need to play that. In fact, honestly, I've been thinking about doing when I do gaming live streams. I want to do gaming live streams, and I want to do Silk Song first, so I show you all how bad I am at these games. Now, my only minimal condition is I will do like a PNG tuber for now. So that way, like, I can have like at least something that looks like me on the screen for some reason. I mean, I don't need that at all, but I want to help spice. I want to help spice it up the live stream. I don't even know how I did an accent, honestly. But regardless, I want to so you all can still see something, I suppose, on top of my. So I can point at the PNG tuber while I have absolutely terrible Silk Song gameplay. See? I'm thinking about this stuff, chat. I'm thinking about how to save myself from embarrassment. Aha. No, I don't really care. Frankly, if Silk Song's hard, I'll just bash my head in until I win. No, seriously, like you will see. You'll probably get bored because I will not stop until I kill something. I'm serious. I'm very stubborn when it comes to stuff like that. I need to make a video about my debut. Yes, Misty the Cat, you should do that. No, you're not annoying me, Diamond. But it's just the issues, like the things that you're saying require a lot of higher energy for me to respond to. And I'm more than happy to do it, but I have to remember I have to keep this energy so I can respond to everybody else as well. Now, the way I respond to everybody else is actually in decent energy. Like these days, the responses that I give, I can do and still have energy to talk to the next person. Or I find my intermissions as I'm reading chat as I go through it. That's why sometimes too, I may not respond to everything, but if I know it's not being directly acknowledged to me, then I'll just leave it alone and just read in the meanwhile. That's why I am actually reading chat and just actually taking those moments like breathe and just let myself relax a little bit. So, but those kind of questions, I have to put a lot of thought. I have to put a lot of emphasis. I have to put a lot of consideration to make sure I can like respond to those with a level of empathy that I'm trying to like instill to you. You're not being annoying, and I feel happy that you feel like you can vent here, but I just want you to understand that something just was not much we can do. But I will tell you this: the solution is never ever 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 give up, if that makes sense. Never, 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 never. You might be surprised how bad it would be if you were no longer here with us. And that's all I'll say about that. That's all. I'm done. So that's why I'm just trying to get about it. It's a little intense to talk about sometimes. I'm here for you the best I can, but I just want you to just vibe and enjoy yourself. Like, get to know the community members around you. Like, ask more, like the drawing and music. Find more connections about that. Just forget about reality for a second. Just have fun. Enjoy yourself. A super chat? Well, that like comes at like I need like I think like 100 like concurrent like viewers or something like that. I'll never ever ever get super chat, unfortunately. However, I have kind of inclined more to the idea of opening up for donations, but that would only really be for like if I have like projects I want to work towards. Honestly, chat, the next thing I want to work towards is a better PC because these crashes, these glitches, these disconnects, I'm kind of tired of it. I'm not gonna lie. Plus, also having higher fidelity and having higher frame rates means I could just provide way better content to you. Like I want to provide content that's like, like 80 FPS and like really nice little detailed worlds. Like that's a dream to me. And I'm not saying my content isn't bad right now, but I want to up my production quality that way too. Just look at it and be like, "Wow, now that looks pretty exciting." So, maybe down the road, I'll think about it. I don't want to I really hate like asking for donations. I don't feel right about it personally, but that's just me. I love art, Diamond. Like I used to try to do some art. I wasn't the very very best at it, but also I'm not very dexterous. Like my especially these days, my wrists are terrible. They would never allow me to have a chance to like grab onto a pen properly. And like if I try to I used to like dabble in scribbling back then, but like doing some like actual drawings and tracing and all that kind of stuff. But and I would try to draw some stuff by myself, which I had some decent success. I had some pretty good efforts. I'm not the worst at drawing, but these days like my wrists are just like so bad, so I can't really like draw or like have like a really like steady wrist or whatever when I'm drawing. So I can't have that dexterity that you should have when you're drawing. What are my hands doing? Hands are back. But you know what, I love seeing people draw. Like it's so nice to like see what the heck is my hand doing. My hand is being infected by a VR chat ghost chat. I don't understand what's going on anymore. I took 2 years of art class. Man, same. Like my steadiness in drawing is terrible. Curved line draw if you can't draw them straight. Yeah, that's true actually. A curved line draw is pretty cool. Just keep trying. There you go, Diamond. I like that. I like the positivity. I like the encouragement. Look at you go. Very nice. Do this real quick. That worked. Fire. Me personally, I never really got into reading. Like, I think, in my opinion, school. Well, first off, I'm kind of a creative writer myself sometimes, and I like just to read. I like to make. I don't really like to read other people's work. I like to be the creative imagination person. I don't really like to see what another creative imagination person's drawing is. Is that being like maybe like petty? Maybe, but it's like I wouldn't really put my reading is one of those hardest things for me to do, everybody. Like, and it probably does make sense because I'm such a skittish and spastic person. But like when I try to read like books, like fiction novels, like I'd read 2 pages in and I'm tired. I just want to go to bed. So I think I've read a couple books to finish, but like very, very few, honestly. Like I'm just kind of just spark notes. The rest of it was kind of bad. But the point is, what I'm trying to get about these days is I don't know. I just reading just never really appealed to me. I tried to read again when I moved. It just didn't stick to me. Reading is just something I can't do, unfortunately. Maybe if I get older, when I have lesser energy, then I probably could. But we're not quite there yet, so. A manga doesn't sound too bad, honestly. It's like a picture book. I don't have to read too much about it, but that would still be fun to go through. Roller versus the unstoppable tide of chat. You got to be careful because I'm actually catching up, believe it or not. How is the reading? I'm waiting for my own viewer. Very nice, Missy the Cat. What trackers did you get? Did you get Slime VR? Because personally, I use Slime VR for myself. I'm only good at harmless and ultra kill though. I don't know about you. I don't know what harmless and ultra kills, honestly. I haven't played ultra kill that much personally. An unfinished game, you could try and play it. I can probably potentially try to do it. I'm not really taking game requests right now. The only game I'm really just thinking about playing right now is just Silk Song, so that would probably be my next thing. I still haven't even played Deltarune, honestly. So I got the chapter 2, and then, I mean, at that point, it was like, I gotta just like, I've already played chapter 2 of Deltarune, but I haven't played chapter 3 and 4 yet, but I need to get to them. So I need to play more games, though. I really need to play more games, honestly. I cook one person 3 times at once, and everyone's 2 in basketball. Good job, man. This plays very nice. Very good plays. Awa, awa, awa. We've been chilling. You've been chilling. I've been chilling too. I have Rec Room VR and I'm mobile. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot Rec Room can actually be on mobile too. Isn't Rec Room on PlayStation as well? Isn't it on PSVR? I'm pretty certain it's on PSVR if I recall correctly. PSVR 2, if I'm right about that. Wanted to pick up coding. Coding's a lot of fun, actually. I think it's really one of those really enjoyable hobbies that I had for a bit of a while. That's actually what I went to school for a bit, but college was a completely different story for me. I didn't really find too much like enthusiasm in college, but I still got my associate degree at least. Hi, Murdoch fan. I just think stay free is the coolest somehow. Interesting. That's like 4 years. I know, right? Like I've done computer programming and like I've never really had a purpose to use it at all. Like, and I feel kind of bad about that because that was really like the primary reason why I went to college. Besides trying to get computer science and whatnot, but like I dropped out before I even got to that degree. Bon knew it. Hi, hi, Tulio Pinherio. Tulio Pinherio, I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. I'm trying to get into drawing manga. Any tips? I'm sorry. You're asking the wrong person in that regard. I'm not really adept into drawing anything at the matter, so you might have to ask someone else, unfortunately. Yeah, that's true. Especially these days with like AI programming and whatnot. It's been getting bigger and bigger all the time. I have a couple times I tell him too young. I'm 60. Dude, like Reaper just man, bad wrist just sucks. Like my right wrist, like sometimes like if I like press my palm into something, it like really hurts. And then my left palm, like sometimes it has weakness in it. But like granted, I'm 29. That's just I'm at like late stage of this matter. I probably should be more careful about this stuff. That's why I like VR chat, because I actually suspend my hands through through putting them through like a knuckle grip controller, and I like being able to just wave them in the air without worrying about things. All right. Guys, come up with any questions. Really, what's your favorite character from Ream and why? Himmel the Hero, because Himmel the Hero was a fantastic person that really made you want to like be like inspired in a lot of. He inspired the whole cast of Freerun in all sorts of different ways. But what was it? The fact that like Himmel the Hero got inspired by Freerun herself was a really like overarching surrounding part of the story that really influenced Himmel the Hero to be someone to be positive to the world around him. That's why sometimes I like looking at it this way too. It's like I'll be that person that gives you positivity and light. So maybe hopefully you could be a positive person and just make it be a hero in somebody else's story. You know what I mean? It's always nice to think of it like that. Rolo, did you take the oath in the Helldiver 2 server? No, I didn't do that. I didn't do that. I should have, because Liberty Day was yesterday, but I was preoccupied with other things, unfortunately. What inspired you to make the community in the first place? Oh, I just want to do VR chat stuff. Yeah. I'm gonna catch up. You know what? I'm reading these questions slower now. Rec Room's on Xbox too. I honestly did not know that. I really did not know Rec Room was actually on Xbox these days. Roller, why'd you drop out of college? Because I didn't like college. College was not a very interesting thing to me. It really kind of just bored me. But I do need to try to go back sometime, if at some point. I also make cool physics animations in Blender. I can make animation of cloth. That's pretty cool, Madness Plays. Very nice. I hope you find opportunity and success in doing stuff like that. Oh, by the way, cute cat fire. That is a pretty cute cat. Pets you can get, except hairless cats. I will be forever biased against hairless cats. Why? What did they ever do to you? They're just living their best. Oh no! Uh-oh. Okay. My full body tracking is kind of messing up. What did they ever do to you? They're innocent, cute. They're innocent little cuties. You just be like, no, hairless cat, haired cat. I'm mostly a dog and cat person. I mean, yeah, if anything for me personally, I'm a dog person, more so than a cat person, but I'm allergic to both, so I don't really have a say in the matter, honestly. I kind of have to be very mindful and watchful when it comes to, like, both of them, really. But it's way worse with cats than it's with dogs. Dogs is like a little sniffle and kind of whatever here and there. Cats, I get knocked out for the whole day. It's bad. That's why I have to take an antihistamine if I ever get anywhere near a cat, because it's very bad. Roller do the flop. I'm not doing the flop. Bye, Missy the cat. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. Wolves are pretty good. Platoon concedes. You silly. Tabby cat, crazy calico. That's pretty cool, Reaper. Very nice. What stuff could you make in Blender? Nothing. I am not. Again, I'm not like a. I'm a performer, okay? I find creation in the subjective arts. Like filmmaking, video making, you know? The chance to be able to like edit stuff, do video editing, all this kind of stuff to make it so my headset's going to die soon. So I can like try to tell a story through film. That's me. I can't actually really physically make things. I can talk a lot, but I can't actually make things. I'm gonna continue reading chat. I'm gonna crawl over and grab my battery pack real quick though. I'm not doing the flop. I'm gonna break my headset if I do that. Then you guys won't see me ever again. Because my headset will be broken. I'm back. But I'm getting off soon anyways. I just want to make sure I didn't like disconnect incidentally. I like wolves, my favorite animal. So like wolves are nice. They are very, very, very nice animals. They're definitely like very territorial, and they're probably really scary to go around, especially if they're in packs. Like, cause they'll destroy you. They will absolutely make a mess out of you. But they're still cute. They're very strong. Like they have like very strong sense of like pact and like a sense of communication and trust with each other, which is really cool actually. I do not buy hair, guys. I'll every single cat with hair though. You know, Blitzian, fair enough. You can always have your preferences as you so please. I'm ramming my head into SM and spying her after that. Into SM? Ramming your head into SM? What do you mean ramming your head into SM? Madness plays. Oh my, Diamond. That's not necessarily a nice thing you should do. That's a cannibalism, buddy. We don't like talking about that here. My cats are a bit crazy. That's wacky. You know what? They can be crazy all they want as long as they're not crazy around me. Because if they're crazy around me, then I'm gonna go crazy. Crazy in terms of coughs and sniffles. You know what I mean? Crazy. No more crazy. I was crazy was. You know, then they're gonna lock me in a room, a rubber room of rats, and rats make me crazy. Crazy. I was crazy once, and they locked me in a room, a rubber room of rats, and Max made. I'm not doing. Do the flop now. No, I'm not breaking my headset. No, Diamond, calm down. I wish I could see a wolf in real life, even though I thought that'd be a good thing. I mean, like, I'm pretty sure seeing a wolf in real life. I mean, obviously it has to be domesticated, but obviously wolves in real life, like, usually they'd probably be in packs, so that'd be a little more difficult to try to like actually like. I don't know. Could imagine petting one though, but it has to be a domesticated one, unfortunately, because if you try to pet an undomesticated one, they may just like take your whole arm with you. I don't really know what to say about that. Too bad to lose that pet wolf. I would imagine, because I think like, you know, there's probably like legality situations like that, or maybe like, you know, like domesticating certain animals that just probably shouldn't be domesticated. I don't know. There's probably a possibility. I would imagine wolves can be domesticated. Probably not as easily as dogs, but they can still be domesticated. I'm sure they have been before, obviously. Like just like how foxes and other animals have been domesticated as well. Cat or dog? Fur clothes. It's like my mortal enemy. It's yeah, me too. Like, and you know, my brother has a beautiful dog, but he always has fur around him too. So I have to be a little extra mindful to ensure that I don't unfortunately bring that into my nostrils or my eyes, so I die. Like die 100%. It would be like bad ending basically. Yes, I'm still here, Zach, but unfortunately I am getting off really soon because I'm actually almost caught up to chat. Up to Ohio. Enjoy yourself in Ohio, Diamond. I have met 4 people who have worn maid outfits. Oh yeah, well you technically have seen me wear a maid outfit too. On have you seen on live stream yet? I'll probably show you some of the time. I am catching up, Pokeboy. I did a flop once I heard it. That's why I'm not doing it with my headset. Because if I do it with my headset, I'm gonna break my headset. You won't see me ever again. That's not nice. Can't have that happen. What's your favorite Avenger? Captain America. Because Captain America, especially when I play in Marvel Rivals, Captain America is like the leader, the person that tries to stand in the pack, the person who tries to take charge and overall just give that sense of confidence to go into the fight and do what they have to do. Honestly, that's why I like playing Captain America in Marvel Rivals, because you always feel like that tank that just wants to get in there and cause like the action to happen. You're the person that's just going to be bashing at the front lines trying to make sure they can help take care of things. I like being able to do that. The person who can stand at the forefront of you all and to find the ability to just lead the charge and, you know, ultimately make sure we understand the world around us in a more, I don't want to say safer per se, because I'm still pretty realistic in a lot of ways and there's still a lot of real topics that come into this live stream, but overall just finding a way to like remind you all about positivity and hope the best way I can to ensure that you all have someone to like look behind and just follow as a leader. I hope at least the chance to be able to be there for each other and overall just ensure that we can just have a good time while doing it. So Captain America always wants to make sure that he can ensure that whoever he leads, they'll go home safely, because he'll make sure that happens. He'll make sure that he's be there for his team. So in some way, you're all kind of like my team, you know? I want to make sure I can be there for you the best I can, but overall just find a chance to lead the charge to make you smile. And I hope you all lead the charge in your own way too. Now chat has like fell back. Look at that! Do I have collectible figurines? No, I do not. Ha that question is going to make me catch up. Dresses do seem kind of comfortable, honestly, like, and they cover some pretty good ground. I'm happy to hear that, Reaper. I'm very happy that you feel like you can find a sense of comfort in my own stream. And I know this is kind of a bad example. I usually want to try to live stream for 2 hours, but like my energy right now has been so bad the whole day. I am trying to find a chance to get off, but catching up with chat is so hard right now. The sun is a deadly laser. Thank you, Diamond. I appreciate that. Feed me the sun now. Go get it yourself, Diamond. Hi, Kitsune. Welcome back. But I'm actually unfortunately going to be getting off soon. If collectible or rubber ducks. Rubber ducks technically can be collectibles to some people, actually. Rubber ducks. Aha, I caught up. All right, you know what? That's it. That's it. Tonight we steal it. That's it. I caught up. Thank you. Thank you, Reaper. I appreciate it. But I closed. Done. Listen, I appreciate you all so much. I really, really do. And just having this chance to be here, get to meet new people, and overall just have a chance to like feel people that they can connect and have fun and enjoy each other. Like Diamond, I appreciate you being here. I know you were feeling pretty upset earlier, but it seemed like you cheered up, and that's very important to me, that you make sure you feel comfortable in my community. And Reaper mentioning, you know, that you feel like you connect with people around here. That's very nice for me to hear. I want to be able to have this chance to provide a sense of collaboration, support, to cultivate to each other, to be there for each other. It shouldn't all the way be me. I think if anything, we can all help each other and just make sure that we instill the value of positive habits to all of us. Make sure we can be there for each other. Make sure we can just find a chance to just vibe and have fun. Of course, other things eventually evolve from that matter, like some people like to build relationships and whatnot through my community server, and that's just another thing I like to evaluate as well, because sometimes that can lead to more certain other dilemmas happening within the server. So I always have to be mindful of those too, whether it's within matters happening in live stream or happening in the Discord server. It's very interesting to see actually, and I like being able to try to evaluate and see what's going on with them, and just overall see how cute and lovely they can look. But for the most part, I want to make sure that I can understand you all to the best level that I can, so I can provide you something that's worthwhile and meaningful to you. Like me taking the conscious effort to try to really figure out how to connect with you all, and just find a better chance to make sure that you all can feel like you are accepted somewhere and feel like you can belong. That is my crucial, most important goal. And I think honestly, I do a pretty decent job at that, and I can confidently say that for the most part. But what I'm trying to get about here is thank you so much everybody for being here. It's always a fantastic time to have you come here and to be able to just talk, chill, enjoy each other, smile. So, thanks. It's been a lower energy day. I'm still kind of not full energy right now, but I've had a pretty good live stream. I'd like to hope so at least. And I hope for those who stuck around and just enjoyed the time here, I hope you can at least say you had some fun. And if you could say that at least, then I did my job. So, thank you all for being here truly. I hope you have a good day. I hope you have a good night. Be safe, be well, and remember to make someone smile today, okay? Bye-bye.